Welcome. It is day 29 of our 40 daily 10-minute places of pause. I'm so glad you're here for this one. It's a good one. In a moment, we're going to be talking about the treasure hunt that I believe each and every one of us are on. And it means we don't have to know where we're going, because that's part of the hunt, part of the exploration. And we don't have to go it alone, because that's hard. We're going to go it together, always together. But first, we're going to take a moment, take a beat, take a breath to be still. Arrive here. Take a couple breaths, deep inhales and exhales. Listen to the sounds around me, the sounds around you, and just settle in. And just check in with a aim to be tender and embracing of wherever you find yourself today. How's your body? Are you tired? Are you energized? Are you healthy? Are you sick? How's your heart? How's your spirit? And just be there and imagine being embraced by your tribe of people who love you, by your connection with Creator, with the sacred, and by yourself. Take a moment after this to do this same thing, to check in with someone maybe you've been worried about, and imagine sending this same tenderness and compassion and presence to them, blessing them and praying for whatever they need to be theirs. Maybe reaching out to them so that they don't have to go it alone either, with a word of encouragement. And then, this is the fun part, with a place of a newsworthy people or place that you've seen a story about, read a story about, that's really struggling. Just take a moment to wrap those arms around them virtually and send some love, some prayers, some blessing to them. And may this be a practice that we go through our lives more and more with, so we can experience peace and hope ourselves and share the same with others. So today, day 29, is called Treasure Hunt. Trees whisper, a breeze blows. I am 6 years old. My beloved Aunt Deby and I are having an outdoor tea party. We wear floppy hats, sip tea, and imagine we are in England at the palace with the Queen. My Aunt Deb's pretend British accent lilts and tickles my ears. It is the first memory I have of an accent, and right then and there I am captivated. As I grew, so did my curiosity and passion to surround myself with people from all over the world. I posted National Geographic pictures and world maps on my walls in my bedroom as a kid. They hung from my ceiling and covered my door. These images were of distant lands and communities, of food, homes, and villages I had not yet seen. I would go to sleep, and I would wake up thinking about these people and these places. Even then, in my early days of life, I dreamt that I would see, visit, eat with, and get to know these strangers in distant lands. And years later, as a teenager, I was offered the extraordinary opportunity to go to India. I basked in the sounds of new languages and blaring horns I heard as I got off the plane in Calcutta, the wave of hot air that hit my skin as I exited the airport, and the sensation of wearing saris. The mode of traveling around the city in rickshaws, the smells of aromatic spices coming from the street food vendors at every corner, and the delight to my senses of steaming sweet and milky chai. They were all amazing. I was captivated. From the very start, I felt at home. Back then, it was a bit of a mystery. I found myself thinking, how can it be that this place, so unfamiliar, so different, feels like home? But now I know why. I understand. This bewildering familiarity and joy, they were clues pointing to my purpose. I see how that passion was being sparked and stoked years earlier in my first memory of an accent with my Aunt Deby. As I ripped out magazine pages and wallpapered my room with people and life from all over the world. When I got on a plane bound for India as a teenager. Such simple, everyday, and important clues for the treasure hunt of my life. Step by step, year by year, the sparks would be set more ablaze, the distance would lessen, and these faraway people and I would connect and claim one another as family. Our threefold place of pause. First, be still, surrender. The world is big. The needs are great. The treasure hunt is riveting. But here and now, let it all go. If a burden or if a worry comes to mind, imagine exhaling it out, just for now. One by one, exhale each and everything that burdens, every worry, every thought that comes to mind, and cultivate silence, quiet, stillness. Be. Second, ponder. Go deeper. My friend, what have you loved for a long time? What beckoned your attention as a kid that might be part of the treasure hunt of your life as you know it right now? A piece of what has always been a part of you. Imagine. Go back. What did you love to play? What did you love to do? What images, movies, and books captured your attention and your imagination? Be curious about those early years and explore what comes up. Even here, as we're picking up the tempo, remember to go it in a soulful, discerning, Bistari way. Bistari is that beautiful Nepali word for slowly. The timing always ends up working out just right. Even if you don't believe it, claim it. Imagine it being true. Be fueled to move toward and accomplish many things at a time that is just right for you, if that is destined for you. Be open to that. Ponder and write about what it's like to be in this place of exploring and investigation without forcing, pushing, or stressing. How is this tempo different from ways of being and doing that you've experienced in the past? Thirdly, a nudge. Thirdly, engage. Commit. A nudge. Research a bit today and put on your calendar a time to attend a virtual lecture or talk or a storyteller series here on the Seeds Storyteller Series. Watch a movie, listen to a podcast, or start reading a book that will stoke that fire that is sparking in you. Have fun, explore, and go for it. So, always share something with a live person that you trust that is sparking in you today. What is it? Be specific. Be specific about what you don't quite understand, but that you see a little bit coming your way. and see what happens in that conversation, that exchange, and ask them to remind you of what you believe is true, what you are exploring today, what you are inspired by. Sometimes we need that. So, my dear friend, as you go about your day, remember, claim that you are loved, that you belong, that we belong to each other. Today and together, let's stand tall and light up the world. Have a beautiful day. I love you. Peace.